Nights like this, I wish I was with ya. On my turf, roll out the Henry Rux. She like when I hit the receiver. Friend hop in, this is a four-seater. Maniac straight out the wood, I'm Derek Jeter. Major leaguer, no fatigue. We don't get no handout, we don't get no
Super Bowl right here.
Never gon' throw your back out, tryna work, you need a breather.
Big game.
Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me.
No, I cannot. Just this one game. I just need to. Oh, I'm right here. Alright, cool.
Tell me who you talking to. Roll up that Sinatra, fly la mama to the moon. She asked me what's my life path. Told her 55 south to the cash. So many couches I crashed. Shout out to Retreat and shot classy. Really wanna be my only one, but I didn't need somebody to hold on to the fuck. Baby, really wanna be my only one, but I didn't need somebody to hold on to the fuck. Baby, really wanna be my only one, but I didn't need somebody to hold on to the fuck. Baby, I know you really wanna be my only one, but I didn't need somebody to hold on to the fuck. Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Hey, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I? Hey, could count on my power and look at my dogs from. Way back then, you could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. How did the lady go miss? Her she was magic, she mixed. Met her at one of the functions, we caught a little rhythm, she caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it. Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Hey, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked. Can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does. Wait. Need a light here just to catch my buzz. These right here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's broke to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did. Can I kick it?
Oh
yeah,
my
I got
God.
some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it?
Man, it's taking forever. I'm waiting for this man to join.
Right. Tell him we're not playing anymore. Tell him you're done playing.
It's a Super Bowl, dude.
Alright, tell him we're playing tomorrow. So you gotta go to sleep.
So you're not playing?
I'll play it once it's done. I don't have work tomorrow, so I can stay late.
So when can you play?
Once this game's done. I'm playing right now, but it's gonna take. Probably gonna take like 40 minutes.
Alright, but I'll be on in 40 minutes. I'm gonna get off for a bit. 40 minutes, promise? Word, but I'll be back on in 40, bro. Wait, actually, wait. Let's see if Leo could consent to threes.
Spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Come like a bat of the hell, I dare you to cross like a reverend. My energy paralyzed, I'm like I'm finger 11. Take a second, I'm finna send it like a parent a message. You're the best. If it ain't me, then you need you a confession. You a mess. You ain't scary to me. I heard you was a leader, but that ain't apparent to me. Put dust on you like cheetah, run up and I'm airing the scene. I feel just like Vegeta Prince and I'm an heir to the seat. I mean, for real. Tesla driver soft, so I don't even grab the wheel. That's on my chest, but it don't mean the man is stealing. Mean I'm walking with some money, man. I mean a couple mil. Ew, think you need a meal. You ain't even eating while I'm feasting in the field. That's why I'm always cheesing, cause I
get my damn jerseys over again and shit, man.
Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Just like the hands on the clock, I go back to back when I'm doing numbers. All the mad that I'm dropping the bus, so they threw me under. Heard they mad, they don't wanna bust, so they boo each other. Think that they're the winning team, go losing, then they choose another. And that's okay, cause I'm competing with me, not you. I live with blessings like I can't stop sneezing, not you. I hate to break it, but I'm me and myself top two. I blow away the competition like a ball of hot soup. And there's no catch. I go and get the bag and I'm not bringing it back. I'm like a down QB, I put the pain in the past. And if you ever had a problem, promise I didn't ask. So it's 444 in the car, my dash. I shake a big, told them all, you ain't first, you last. Little boy, that's
I'm not like
cash to my money.
Kind of feel a little lag going on. Alright, I'll be back.
Okay. Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a foe, one to keep your eyes open, keep you on your toes. You know the ones that want to keep you where you've been before. But I can't go, no I can't go. And whoa, sometimes I need a check, not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. You change name, how about your respect? Give them more than what I get, expecting nothing back. In fact,
tonight, it's the National Football League. Super Bowl 56.
Damn, receiving first, that kind of sucks.
Randy Bullock to kick off for Cincinnati.
For the first time in almost 30 years, the big game is back in Los Angeles. Super Bowl 56 underway. And takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
Watson on first down. That's complete to Slayton. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going.
Woo! I thought I was about to get picked. That was kind of close.
48 yards.
Number
Great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of
Fatty
speed.
jump there.
And that
Oof.
speed can work for him so many different ways.
Scary, that's scary.
Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past
I
people.
think I forgot to put his
Sometimes
corners
you
out
get
there.
people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. Gosh, when you've got Deshaun Watson, Charles, executing a run-pass option, that puts the defense in a tough spot, does it not?
It does, and what I liked is that you called me this week, watching your own video, your own tape, and you said, I think the runner's going to pop a few this week because of what we've seen from Deshaun Watson. His ability to get to the corner, that's where the focus will be.
Oh, I was wide open.
Inside the 35, down at the 34-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go. And I think the ball's out.
Damn, they just called me out.
You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around a lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points.
Let's go, Marlon. Let's go, Marlon. Let's step up, baby. Step up.
Inside the 10 to the 7. That good for 19 and a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
A chance for the first points of this Super Bowl. It's first and goal. The first carry for the shifty Tariq Cohen. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up second and goal.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line. Because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
3 yards to go on second down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. A big one here early in this Super Bowl. It's third and goal. He'll try to punch it in. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Giants take it right down and score on the opening drive.
That's how we started the game.
Nothing fancy there at the end, just pounded in.
That felt like old school football, didn't it? All right, down at the goal line. And not only were they able to punch it in, as you just emphasized, they did it against a goal line defense that's stacked to stop the run. So if you're on that offensive side of the ball, you feel great about yourself right now. You're actually able to dominate a group that expected you to run the ball and still punched it in.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Burrow and the Bengals with a first and 10 at their own 28-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. The guy's complete. But he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. A gain of 3, second down.
Joe Mixon.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. From the gun to give to Mixon. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Mixon with a 1st down carry, and he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Joe Mixon. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. They give the Mixon.
Come on, I knew that was a run, dude. I wasn't tricked, man. Come on, bro. Ran commit. Good work. Shit went trick me, man.
1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back.
No. No. No.
Mixon trying to punch it in. Touchdown, Bengals. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front. Offensive line collected victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Taking it about the 1. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points...
Are you fucking kidding me? Can't focus on people in the room.
And they will take over.
Damn, man, that's crazy. Come on, bro. Get him beat.
Take over 1st and 10.
Makes a one-hand catch.
26-yard line.
Is my DB? Is the DB the receiver or is my receiver the receiver? What is that? Holy shit.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 26. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Joe Mixon.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
second down. Burrow.
Come on. Come on. Saw that.
Intercepted. Picked off near the 44.
Let's go. Oh, baby. Saw that.
This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
At the 14-yard line.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. This is Cohen. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Really held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Off of play action, it's Watson. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. He'll get a couple yards on that one. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 3rd down, Barkley. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
At the 8-yard line. A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense, because they ran onto the field. That's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
7-yard line.
What? Okay.
The Bengals drive about to get going. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay, because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Again, it's Burrow on 2nd and 10.
What the fuck? Who got with that?
A gain there of 21 yards.
How about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
They'll run on 1st down. Mixon, and he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory.
Joe Mixon, the ball.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
They snapped that at 1. Now it's Burrow. He may try and run for this. Burrow on his toes that time as they get the first down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
It's caught at the 10. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. That goes for a gain of 31.
At the 9-yard.
So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll give it to Mixon. They'll try. They will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon, as the first half is winding down, and the Bengals are going to jump back in front. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
But a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Here's second and 10 now from the 29. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. So these two teams will head to the locker room as we hit halftime in Super Bowl 56. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in the Super Bowl. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, Coach. We can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Second and 6 at the Giants' 38-yard line.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up second and 6. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He finds his running back, Mixon, and he gets it down to the 32. 7 yards there and a first down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Mixon. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Fucking hit R1, dude. It's so annoying, bro. Obviously, I don't want to go for a strip ball right off the snap. Come on, Madden. Obviously, I don't want to do that, bro. Julio's gonna do that, dude. Stupid shit, too. He's gonna get baited, bro. Obviously, I don't want to hit R1, man. Come on, man. Why would I want to strip ball off the jump? Who am I stripping, Cassie? Damn, bro. This game's so bad. Oh, Lord.
Short, wide, skinny, whatever. There it results in a touchdown. Bullock good on the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned.
I actually burning the field, bro.
Teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play.
You fucking kidding me, dude? Are you fucking kidding me? He's wide open. Come on, man.
Good effort there, trying to take a
He's
shot,
wide open, bro.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Gets this out to Saquon Barkley, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. On first down, Watson. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side.
Go, baby. Go, baby. I need a little luck sometimes. It's 30.
Robert Foster, 57 yards. And the Giants able to get this back within a touchdown. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. To the air yet again, Watson. And it'll be intercepted. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off.
Just keep going. Throw it forward. And it's just too down.
To return it, Darius Phillips. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard
Play on this is just going to glitch the man defender. Alright, what are you going to do? Fucking choose ball.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. Flush to his right. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
2nd and 10 here in the 3rd quarter of Super Bowl 56. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he powers his way up past the 30. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. 5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Looking to pass. Going deep downfield for Roll. And that's caught inside the 35.
Just glitch out the man. So much fun, dude. So much fun. Just motion receiver to glitch out the game. Woohoo. What a good player.
His second touchdown of this Super Bowl.
Okay. I mean, the fucking shit, bros. Opponents experiencing fucking network issues even though they're not streaming.
They dial up the pass and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call. Now, this is going to put them back with a not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
Now a first down throw, Watson. And incomplete as he was knocked as
another injury, dude.
And it took the ball off course.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Throwing again is Watson. Got an open man as Foster. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
3rd and 5.
A shotgun snap for Watson. And he's going to have the connection to Foster. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They have certainly looked his way in this 3rd quarter. Another catch, and it's good for a first down. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl.
My second center to go down. And the game froze.
This is
The game froze. Nice.
And it's on EA Sports.
That was great. Yeah, dude, I just do such a great job.
Second down at 5. Out of the gun, Watson eluding the pressure right. Looking for Shepard deep. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. William Jackson with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Now whistles and a flag. And
I don't know why it's Miami gets tough. You ain't even gonna make it to the Super Bowl.
That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. The false start backs him up 5.
Make it
First
a
and
ball and then
15.
talk.
After the penalty, it's Mixon. 4 yards there on the carry, gets it back to 2nd and 11. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
On second down, here's Burrow, escaping the pressure right.
Bro, what kind of fucking baloney is that? What kind of baloney is that, man? Oh my god, bro. His safety is going to watch my fucking dumbass player. I got 2 there, and he's like a fucking retard, dude.
Now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down if they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up. That'd be the time to do it.
They try to eat some clock with Mixon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 more there and another first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. He's going to drop this one down to Bernard. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. 3rd and 2, now Burrow. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. That one looks like he'll throw here. Going deep downfield for Ross. That's going to be caught.
I don't want to do fast. I don't know why. It's not wrong to do fast. But just keep abusing it.
Ross with his 3rd touchdown of the Super Bowl. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it to the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Those Super Bowl hopes that they had really dwindling now here in the 4th quarter. That NFC crown that they got to. He's got him in, complete. Look at this, middle of the field, breakaway. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton, 75 yards. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, get that water break and get on out there and play.
So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick.
I just let it go a little more, man. Come on, bro.
So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all. And they're trying to get something going after one there, but you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
Why do you fucking play it so dumb? It's like everybody on this fucking team is a Falcon player, bro.
This is Mixon. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
49-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Once again, they run with Mixon. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage with a flag down here to boot. So they may back up further. Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Call it a gain of 3. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And that is incomplete.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a 1st down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. We'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Watson on first down. Being chased out left. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. The Giants going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, here's Watson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he will stop shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
Intercepted. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
Time for this one final knee to put a bow on this title bout.
Tonight's
Bengal Nation rejoice. Cincinnati has given you the Super Bowl title.
I want to.